Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our community caucus, where we go over the entire caucus on every other Saturday before the council meeting. Today is September 16th. The regular caucus will be September 18th, and the actual council meeting will be on September the 18th. We have an 11 o'clock starts, 11:07, so we'll get right into it. First reading ordinance, a franchise ordinance grant permission to FD Monitor LLC and its successors to make private improvements in both the Monitor Street and Maple Street public right-of-way adjacent to property located at 6268 Monitor Street. So that's a franchise ordinance. First reading. This second one is an ordinance of the Municipal Council of the City of Jersey City adopting an amendment to the Jersey City General Square 2060 redevelopment plan to mandate affordable housing. I love it. So in this, I think this is Councilman Brogiano proposal to add affordable housing component in all of the development that's going up in General Square. Is it? Yeah, Rich Brogiano ordinance to mandate it. Okay, so, and these are all first readings. Lord, did I just do? Okay, let me go back. All right. Okay. 3.3, an ordinance of the city of Jersey City in the county of Hudson, New Jersey, approving the execution of an amended and restated water service franchise, and service agreement between the city of Jersey City and the MUA to increase the payments to the city. What do they mean by to increase the payments? Let's look at this.
Be a higher percentage? I don't know. I haven't looked at it. Let me see.
To increase the payments. Let's see.
So the authority has agreed to pay an upfront franchise fee to the city totaling $50 million and to maintain the annual franchise fee of $23 million paid.
So what are they increasing it from what amount to what amount?
Good question.
Let's see. We have it here. And does this so if the MUA is paying the city more, do they charge the residents more? Annual fees shall mean 23 million. Okay.
Yeah, 23 pages, Lord. They should be highlighting the change somewhere. Yeah.
Okay. Pay within 90 days, effective date subject to conditions upon approval of local financial board and successful sale, necessary bonds, 30 million. But they're not saying, okay, pay in 2025 within 30 days. Now that's just the terms. But what amount? So that's what we need to know. It's going from what amount to what amount. Does that mean that the residents are going to be charged more for the water? And what does this increase essentially represent?
Correct.
Because we okay, payments of annual charge and prior. The authority will at times take all reasonable measures permitted by the act, otherwise by the law. The authority services. Yeah, I'm surprised they don't have from what amount to what amount. And what is the increase for?
Correct. And also, I think in the beginning it says the other ordinance hereby is repealed, the prior ordinance.
Exactly.
So, I'd like to know, like you said, highlight the changes.
Hold on. It says sewer agreement. Yeah. They don't even have any other attached documents here.
Nope.
Yeah, so we just hold on.
Just, yeah,
Yeah, it's
just
just
the
this.
second page.
Looking. All right, we got to get additional information on this one, definitely. That's 3.3. All right, 3.4 is an ordinance approving a tax exemption and authorize a final agreement regarding Lafayette Village, the long-term tax exemption. What is this? This don't have nothing to do with the that whereas it is expected that the cost of the renovation shall be 11 is this the rad so they were talking about doing a rad and they didn't even have all of everything done because this is for the rad that they're doing now they want to tax it because they're getting the funds so they want let me see oh, wait,
So
that
you're on, you know what?
24.
Sorry, I don't know how I got all the way down there.
Whereas Lafayette Village was originally known as blah, 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 in its entirety of all blocks exclusively only meaning, okay, whereas the ordinance blah, blah, dated 1996, the city approved a tax exemption for Lafayette Limited and related property. Okay, so it looks like that's what happened. So there, wait, from 1999 to now, it's 30 years? No, 99.
No, that's 20. We're at like 24 or
24.
25 years.
Yeah. So I guess their previous abatement must have been, whereas on January 18th, the original entity into a ground lease with the city of Jersey City Housing, the fee title owner of the property, whereas the property is now in need of significant renovation, including without limiting selected demolition, kitchen, blah, 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 this and the third, whereas it expected, they're saying that it is expected that the cost of the renovation shall be approximately 11 million dollars, which equates to approximately 89
90 grand for a
per
unit?
unit.
That is BS. BS.
$90,000 per unit. Whereas the entity has applied for a 30-year tax exemption pursuant to the New Jersey HFMLA law to secure funds. Entity to
So does this mean they don't pay taxes on the work being done as well as the property, or?
Well, wait, I'm confused. So if Jersey City Housing Authority owns it, why do they need a tax? Where on completion and renovation, the unit mix will include 77 public housing routes, converted units, 31 affordable, up to 60% area of AMI, and 16% market rate. Yeah, I gotta understand this because so the the Jersey City Housing Authority owns it, and then they want to upgrade. I just want to see a breakdown of this aid. That's 90,000 per unit.
That's insane.
That's $90,000 per unit. I got to see
They
that.
could build new housing for that.
I
Man,
was
for
thinking the same thing, Erica.
$90,000 for 89,000. Yeah, that is a
I
huge.
guess somebody's going to be skimming a lot off the top there.
And did that project go out to bid publicly?
And that's what I'm about to say. Who's doing the work? Do we have local people doing the work? Did the project bid go out local? Yeah. So those are the questions we got to ask with regards to this. Whereas the entity has agreed to pay an annual service charge that shall not be less than.
John McKinney's the attorney on this.
So yeah, well, John they just presented it to him. So John, we need the answers we need is not from John. We need from them the answers. John is just the attorney putting it forward. All right. Goodness gracious, that's a lot of money, y'all. I'm in the wrong business. Now, I don't know these next items, 4.1 and 4.2, this is all regarding the cannabis regulation. I would imagine they're gonna table it again. There haven't been any further discussion about this cannabis stuff, man, which is, in my assessment, is just it's a
A
mess.
little too late.
Mess, yeah. Too little, too late. 4.3, these are all second readings here. These were all first readings from last time. I'm trying to see if we had anyone that jumped out at us. 4.3 is what? Various capital improvements by the city of Jersey City. This was the bond, various bonds not needed for their original purpose. So that they repurposing those. 4.4 supplement 332 vehicles in traffic. 4.5, what's that? 4.5 332, that's vehicles in traffic as well. 4.6 is another one. 4.6, 4.7. All of these are just like vehicles in traffic, stop and prohibited at certain locations. We've discussed them at length a couple times. Um, 4.7 is vehicles. Oh, parking spaces at various locations, disable handicap parking. 4.8 is rescinding the ordinance and terminated a tax exemption. Oh, okay, these are for the people that they didn't uh, commit to the terms of the tax abatement, so they're sending it. 4.9 taxation, chapter 304, and then 4.10 is the Bayfront, right? Now, with regards to the Bayfront, they're basically saying that we have one or three options. Either we sell the property, or either we sell the property, do it with a tax abatement. I forget the other option. But I don't know. I think 35% is a lot considering what what other new developments is bringing that with respect to affordable housing. 35% is a lot. Now I am concerned about the abatements as they go in. Like, because there's going to be certain phases. Now, while I am pro affordable housing, however, I am also cognizant that everybody shouldn't, like, every phase shouldn't get an abatement. You should be financially, stable after probably the first two phases, or after a certain amount in the first phase. Like, I don't want to get in the business of giving every phase a 30-year abatement.
Like they're already getting the property at a nominal fee.
Right. Like,
So they really just have to pay for construction.
Yes. You know what I mean? So I mean, that's my argument, and that's what I have expressed. I'm not typically don't like abatements, because it's just the regular same old individuals shouldering the burdens of these. But I do understand the importance of affordable housing. So I mean, I understand both sides of the coin. So ultimately, I think it's a really good bang for our buck at 35% affordability, especially on the south side, which, having witnessed, the renaissance, so to say, as it relates to development. So that's where I'm
I
at
was
with
thinking
affordability.
something. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I can't see my raise my hand sign. But I was thinking that why they should only give those 30-year abatements for the affordable units. It should be just based on those affordable units, not the luxury stuff. Why do you get abatement for that?
No, I guess because, I mean, the argument, and I understand it, the argument is that
They're
because,
taking a hit. I
yeah,
understand.
But they shouldn't max it out. Like 30 years is the max. So give them 15 or 20, or there are projects that have provided 100% affordable housing. Yes, give them the max abatement
Exactly.
possible. There are projects that have 100%, like it can be done. Nobody
Mm-hmm.
wants to do it because the people want to maximize their profits.
Yeah.
But that's where the greed comes in. It's like, if you really want to be a part of this community, there should be some give back that is just out of the goodness of your heart. We got to give you
Mm-hmm.
everything to get 35 when we could possibly get more than just 35% affordable. Like, I
Well,
just
I agree
would
with
like
you,
a study
Erica.
done with
You
those
know,
persons who have done affordable 100% affordable housing.
right. And Erica, I'm with you on that point that they got the property for next to nothing. And the remediation, I think, came for free. I don't think they had to pay for that remediation.
Probably
I
paid
think,
for by grants.
yeah, exactly. And the DEP, et cetera. So I think looking at the like cost analysis, I would love to know how much that they got the property actually for, how much free abate, cleanup they got, and what else they're
I
getting for
think
free.
Or
what I
just a plan, like Councilman said, for the rest of the project. Like, this is phase one. We can't give
Yeah.
every phase a
yeah, we
30-year
can't,
tax.
and another thing about this also that they're going to be using union and local
Mhm.
individuals to do the work. And I think we're figuring out how we can still get some payment for the schools as well, because that has been one of the critiques of
Mm-hmm.
maintenance too, is that we shortchange the school system. We shortchange and then we overburden, because you're bringing all these new residents to go to the
Correct.
schools, and then the schools are not getting money, and then
Mhm.
so those are all in the works. But like I said, like I've expressed to them, I can't see myself agreeing to abatements for every phase. At some
Mm-hmm.
point, a phase is going to have to pay for the other phase.
Mhm.
Right.
Mhm.
Well, I think, everyone's going to act like they're beggars in order to extort as much as they can from the city developers. That's basically the way they work.
Okay,
So,
so that's 4.11 is amending the redevelopment plan, the Morris Canal, the creation of a mixed-use F zone for properties currently zoned mixed use. So if you guys are familiar, we talked about the RAD program. It's right across the street from the RAD program.
hmm
That's industrial. So they want to turn a portion of the industrial to residential in exchange for affordable housing. Um, so that's what this amendment right here is speaking to. They have met with the community. They have met with me. I don't think it's a hard ask. It's only like it's not even half a block. It's probably like maybe 15%, if that. It's like the back half of the project. The
hmm
guy, he owns like that whole area right there. So I don't think it's a hard ask. Hopefully the project comes to fruition. My thing is, I'm always scared that people get these plans approved and then sell the plans. That's my biggest,
Mhm.
hmm
those are always my biggest fears right there. And then, they're just very strategic with this. They'll do it years down the line where, different representation is there, and, different people are there, and no one,
hmm
uh, not paying attention. So that's just my biggest fear right there. All right, so let's get to resolutions.
But
10
I'd
point.
like to do, I'm sorry to interrupt,
Go
but
ahead,
how all the letters, they give all these letters, this, that, and the other thing.
Mhm. Why there are
And
no
they're
links?
right. And the problem is some of these letters are public notices. And I've
Mhm.
mentioned it before in front of the council, but they don't care.
Mhm.
I mean, if you look at, let me see, like 6.23,
Mhm.
and it says blah, 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 public notification and outreach letter. This is a public notification. Having it, in logged, coming up as on a council agenda, which you'd have to Oprah to get that letter,
Mhm.
is to me not adequate public notice, because the
Mhm.
public are not being notified. By
Mhm.
law, technically, that is public notice, but in effect, it's not. I mean, in effectuality, for the citizens, it's not public notice. And there's a number of them. Um, Public notification, 6.28. Public notification and outreach. There's a number of them, this 6.30. Public notice, NJDEP Cabin Point.
Mhm.
You know, there's just
And they
this,
should have at least links to them if you want to
they
say
should have, but the thing
Mhm.
is this, they put the agenda, sometimes, you know, they
public
put the agenda
participation plan.
sometimes after, they come up on the agenda after the, you know, the 14-day notice
Mhm.
expires. They say,
Mm.
okay, you can respond in writing in 14 days and we'll consider your,
Yeah,
you know,
and
your,
this is dated for August 15th. So
exactly. So the
mm,
point being is, I really wish we could do something about this because it burns me up. There's so much stuff that goes flying by and
mhm.
that the public's not made aware of. And we should, you know, as residents, have access to these documents when they are filed with the city.
I'm gonna send an email to Sean asking him about the public notices, how we can get access to these letters.
And the thing is, they should be
Accessible to
first.
the public. Yeah.
Yeah,
There
they
should be a
have to.
database online. Like it should be more
Correct.
transparent. It's 2023. Like
Yeah, come on, people.
yeah. No, I agree,
Because,
Jean.
you
Yeah.
know, it's, please cut me a break. And the same way, while I'm on my rant, if we could have the ethics board, the link to the ethics board on our own website, it's absent. There is none. So I would love to have that installed, but you know, that's pie in the sky dreams.
All right, 10.2 is a resolution authorizing the insertion of special items of revenues and appropriation for calendar year 2023 municipal budget. 10.2 is a resolution authorizing award of professional service contract, providing a, that's good for accountant. 10.3 is a resolution authorizing a contract to Shy International. This is for what is it? Oh, the purchase and hardware, National Purchase Alliance. 10.4 is a resolution amending a competitive bid contract to NW Financial Group to provide financial advisory service to the city of Jersey City. 10.5 is a resolution authorizing a renewal of agreement with Value Payment Systems to provide credit card processing payments. 10.6 is a resolution providing for the combination of certain bonds, ordinances, and determining the form and other details of offering of not to exceed 51,259,000 aggregate principal amount of general improvement bonds and providing for their sale and determining certain other matters with respect thereto. Authorizing the sale of insurance bonds. Tax example. Authorizing the sale. Okay. All right, that was all that in there. The bond.
Does this like release funds because is this a result of the budget being passed and now we're releasing funds to spend it or something like that? Or
Yeah, so these are the bond, but these are the bonds
No,
for
I think we're
general
selling them.
improvements. Yeah, from 2023 in the account.
But
Okay.
but the thing is, remember we got all this. To me, what burns me up is that whatchamacallit, the like the police, it ended up ballooning with all these different amendments after the budget was passed. So why are these like, the point of selling them is for, I believe that's what we're doing. We're selling them.
right, that's what I'm saying. Are we liquidating so that we can use the money that we need for the budget? Like
What, yeah, what is the
So
purpose of
that's
this
the
and where's
thing.
that
That's
money
what
gonna
we
go?
gotta ask. No, we
Yeah,
gotta ask if we're gonna be taking these bond monies that was slated for capital improvements. What are we
right,
going to use them on? And they're not
correct,
specifying that here. They're just saying what they're doing. So
correct.
that's why we have to ask, like, what is this money going to be used for? What are we going to
Mm-hmm,
do with it? How
right.
much of it did we use? What is the initial amount?
Mm-hmm.
So those are the questions that we have to ask, just to get clarity on the exact direction administration is looking to go on with said funds. 10.7 is a resolution commemorating of the 83rd anniversary of the Capeman Forest Massacre. This is okay for yeah.
I know that one.
Yeah, is this the one where you guys were trying to get other language in? It was like it's controversial.
Oh, yeah, you know what? Solomon reached out to one of an expert in this field,
Uh-huh.
Christina Pierkowska, who submitted some items last year around this time. And so, yeah, so she put more, I don't know what the original one was versus other language that was included, but Solomon reached out to this, expert and said, could you please, fix what you think is wrong or add some language?
Okay, fair enough. All right, 10.8 is a resolution commemorating the 75th anniversary of Loyal Order of the Moose 220, no, excuse me, 266. 10.9 is a resolution authorizing the city of Jersey City to accept donation of socks. 10.10 is a resolution authorizing intergovernmental agreement with the county of Hudson. Oh, for the Edwards Burns grant. 10.11 is a resolution ratifying award of contract to PepsiCo Holding Inc. to provide applicable upgrades, hosting, maintenance, and support services for the online bidding all these our systems are horrible. 10.12 is a resolution authorizing the use of a competitive contract to provide on-site wellness consultant services to city employees for the Department of Administration. How can it be the
What about for the public?
What the hell is this?
Provide on-site wellness consultant? Maybe, well, it is hard working for the city, so we do need some intervention.
That's great, but we also need it for the city at large.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree. All right, that's 10.13. 10.13. 10.13 is a resolution.
I'm sorry, this better not be filled before the other RFP is filled. But I'm just saying, okay.
A resolution of the Municipal Council of the City of Jersey City accepting award 600,000 from the United States Department of Treasury. Oh, this is for emergency rental program. Now, is this so it's for people I guess we got to ask, is this for people that's behind in a rent from COVID? I know I would like this 600,000 equally broken down, where everyone get a fair share to get help. So I need the 600,000, not a lot, especially when you're talking about helping people with rental assistance. Okay.
Right. And I'm just curious, do they say who's gonna because like again, I didn't look at all the stuff. Did they say who is gonna be distributing?
Well, normally it will go through the office of depends.
HEDC.
Yeah, let's see who's gonna be dispersing this. The amount. Let's see. Department of Yep, HEDC.
Community development,
Yeah. Okay.
to accept the funds, grant accounts, the city's
Which hold on, let me go back.
the
What was
the city's division of community development.
Okay. That's not the one that Waterman's daughter's on, is it?
No.
No.
All right, what's that? 10.13. 10.14 is a resolution authorizing the execution of a memorandum of understanding with Grandview, permitting the city of Jersey City to use the facility at 222 St. Paul's Avenue. 10.15 is a resolution authorizing the Jersey City Department of Health and Human Services to accept a $7,500 from New Jersey Association County and City Health officials. 10.16 is a resolution authorizing agreement for Community Food Bank of New Jersey and Fitness Education Program. 10.17 is a resolution amending the amount of grant funds from Keep America Beautiful. Why are we amending? Is they giving money back?
From 7,000 to 10,000.
Oh, okay.
They increased the amount.
Well, we get more money. Okay, that's always good. Keep America Beautiful. I agree with y'all.
Likewise.
Who gets it?
Yes. 1018 is a resolution of municipal council authorizing the city of Jersey City to enter into a cost reimbursement agreement with North Jersey Transportation Planning Authority, Institute of Technology, enable Jersey City receive funding for future task orders. 1019 is a resolution authorizing a water
Oh.
contract. What's this? Hannah Floor Covering Corp.
Fine.
Oh,
I'm sorry to
under-
interrupt. Could I make a comment on this?
On this one?
Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt. 19 and 20 are both contracts going to the same company. By law, by New Jersey law, you cannot split a contract. If they're doing flooring for, both places, it has to be one contract because it's the contract for the city. What they always do here in this particular administration is they split these contracts down so they don't have to go out for competitive bidding.
Wait, but is it because it's going to different locations?
No, it doesn't even matter which location. So I can
But
say I'm delivering it there and then I drop off it there on the way.
this
It
is
just has to be.
engineering, and 20 is, if it's different departments, it might.
I
And
don't
then
think
this
so.
is architecture. So they're both under infrastructure, but one's engineering and one's
Yeah, that's what I say. They go, it's because it's so the money will be coming out of two different budgets.
I still though think I'll have to look it up more, the law, and see if there's any case law regarding it. But they, say you cannot split up the contracts. Whether I think for this, things that are going to the city. And again, a lot of times, like for example, we had one with the pools in Pershing Field. The same person was providing the not fertilizer, gee whiz, the chlorine, the cleaning service, the this and the that, and all of them were broken down to be under the threshold for a outside, competitive bidding. But in totality, it was, well over the threshold that it should have been.
Yeah, in
So
that
I'll
case,
have
if
to
it's
look
going
more
to
into
the
that.
same department, that makes
Right, but I'm gonna look at that. I gotta look into that further to see if I can find some case law.
around that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. 1022 is a resolution authorizing the first year payment for at least
1021 first.
no 1021 and 1020. Oh yeah,
Montgomery Gateway
1021.
Apartments.
Okay, a resolution of need for the city of Jersey City regarding development entitled Montgomery Gateway Apartments.
What's the need? 190 unit rehab of the project proposed by the sponsor meets or will meet an existing housing need. Oh, they redoing these?
It looks like that's what they're doing here.
Oh God.
They're rehabbing.
Wait a minute.
How much is that?
They don't show the amount. There's nothing here.
There's nothing. Just a
It's
resolution
190, 100.
authorizing the need. Well, yeah, we in need.
What-
And then the next step is the RFP, maybe?
Yeah, I guess they want to do first for us to say there is a need for it to be done. And then the next step after that. All right, 1022 is a resolution authorizing the first year payment for the lease at 514 North Avenue. 1023 is a resolution ratifying a water professional service agreement with Murphy Orlando LLC to provide legal advice and counsel in regards to various employment investigations. 1024 is a resolution of the city council authorizing the execution of legal service agreement for litigation services. All the rest of these things are lawsuit settlement. Settling with a bunch of different people, 25, 26, 27, 28. Let's look at the amounts. 25 is, oh,
325,000 total.
yeah, 325. Oh my God, it's like $1 million every time you turn around.
And which reminds me, I'm gonna send an email to I guess legal. We would have to start a conversation with them to see if we could draft a resolution for a study for an outside vendor to study our legal expenses versus settlements and the time it took to come to the conclusion that you were going to settle versus the hours that you billed us for that conclusion.
Oh, these ones are low though. That's the
No, right. No, I'm not
only
talking about
one.
these, but
No,
it
no,
just sparked a memory.
yeah, but
Not these necessarily, but other ones where, I think, lawyers are possibly milking the clock.
yeah,
Who's
400.
who's watching them? Like, who is watching these
Where's the
hours to make sure that,
accountability?
yeah.
Yeah. And the last one is 29. I don't know, we tabled it last time, but they're bringing it back. I guess we was trying to get questions answered because they said it wasn't no jobs going to be lost, and people came and said they was going to lose their jobs. So we got to get clarity and an update on that with regards to this cleaning servant company, because I remember the union had came out and they said that people were losing their jobs, but we specifically asked for they be losing their job. And I think the director was gone and she wasn't able to come, so we tabled it to review it this next meeting. So with that being said, that is the conclusion of this caucus. Please make sure you visit everythingwardf.com. Please make sure you share all the information with your family, friends, and neighbors. And on that note, be great on purpose, good people. I'll see you later this week.
Thank you. Thank
Bye,
you,
Jen. Thanks
Erica.
for coming.
Bye-bye.